45-yard line of the Tigers, 1:14 and the clock running. Tigers out of the huddle. Jackson in motion back into the formation. Weingart and Diaz going to throw across the middle. Connor Carey, should be a flag as they grabbed his arm. No call. They did not throw the flag. It looked to me like he grabbed his arm before the ball got there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. The clock stopped with 52 seconds left here in the first half, and the Tigers trailing 14-6. Carey comes to the near side, 2 receivers to the far side. Diaz going to throw, drops, throws back across the pattern, and the no flag thrown, as before Cody Leachman, before he even got a chance to catch the ball, was tackled, and no flag was thrown. So that'll bring up a 4th and 5 with 45 seconds left. At the end of the first quarter at Caliche, the Merino Rams 14, the Caliche Buffs 12. On homecoming night at Caliche, a big battle out there, Buffs and Rams. Punt comes down the middle, received by the Blue Devils. Going to have good field position with time, as the return going to come for 20-some yards back across the 50. Going to be a pickup of 23 yards on the return. Zach Bramer with the tackle for the Tigers. On the return from Marcos Lennox. So 35 seconds left here in the first half. A double foul, a foul on the Tigers and a foul on the Blue Devils. So they're having a meeting of the minds out there, trying to decide what they're going to do here. Illegal procedure is going to be declined. So the illegal procedure is declined on the Tigers, and then an illegal block on the return will be marched off from the spot of the foul. So that'll take some of the run back away from the Blue Devils. The ball going to be spotted on the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Fort Lupton with 35 seconds left in the half and an 8-point lead. Lupton sends 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, shotgun formation. Merritt will take the snap at the 30, hands off, a reverse coming to the near side. Tigers sniff it out. I don't think this is going to go for much. He does break a tackle. He's going to go back, and Lennox going to be swarmed under, going to pick up about 3 or 4. A lot of dancing and running to pick up 3 or 4 yards. Stutzman along with a host of Tigers on the tackle. Ball placed at the 41.5-yard line, going to bring up a 2nd down, and a timeout going to be called by Fort Lupton. Did they get it in time? Basically a half a second on the clock. The horn has not sounded. They're going to put 1 or 2 seconds back on the clock. They say the timeout came before the clock ran to 0. So they're talking to the Tigers sideline to relay up to the booth. They will put 2 seconds back on the clock. It'll be second down. The Blue Devils come out of their huddle, the ball on the 41-yard line. Three receivers to the near side and one to the wide side, as Merritt going to take the snap in the shotgun. Last play of the first half. The ball sitting on the Fort Lupton 41-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's got some room. Going to pick up the first down, but that's going to be the end of the first half. The Sterling Tigers trailing the Fort Lupton Blue Devils 14-6. We'll be back to talk about this first half and start our halftime show right after this. You're listening to Chassa, or you're on Chassa.tv, Colorado-Preps.tv, and 1230 KSTC. This is a big-time small-town production.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, every vehicle is fully inspected before it goes out on the lot, so you don't have to worry about buying that lemon. For your convenience of shopping, Erdl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
Everybody knows that when a great opportunity, like an iPhone, presents itself, you grab it. Somebody says that he got tickets to the big game, can't go, you grab the tickets. Somebody tells you that you can get an iPhone at a special price, you grab it. And it's true. For a limited time, Viero has iPhones for only $79.99. And we'll even pay your early termination fees up to $200 when you switch to Viero. All that and coverage you can count on. So hurry into Viero today. Your iPhone is here. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Whether you need an operating loan, real estate mortgage, equipment loan, or need capital for expansion, Premier Farm Credit has the loan products to meet your agricultural financing needs. Loan decisions are made locally by experienced professional lenders who understand agriculture. We invite you to compare your loan to a Premier Farm Credit loan. We're confident that you'll find our products, price, and value to be the best in the marketplace. Call me, Ryan Rasmussen, at 522-2330 for all your ag financing needs. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Kellogg Ewing Levitt Insurance Group is your first and only stop for all of your insurance needs, including health, home, auto, farm and ranch. Kellogg Ewing Levitt can also provide you with professional and general liability bonds. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, going the extra mile for their clients, and they can do the same thing for you. Call Kellogg Ewing Levitt today to receive a no-obligation quote on your insurance needs. 522-4840. That's 522-4840. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, with offices located at 119 North 3rd Street here in Sterling.
These days, there's no free lunch or no free ride, not even any free time. At Bank of Colorado, we're putting an end to all that. Because our personal free checking and personal free collection serve a whole lot of fun. We'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank savings, free pay, and more. And when you add our personal free collection, you'll get a free savings account free of free savings. So if you want to bring back your free online today, visit bankofcolorado.com and long live free.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
Certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories? such as VW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle. Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 536 Downing with Sterling or call 522-5399.
Kellogg Ewing Levitt Insurance Group is your first and only stop for all of your insurance needs, including health, home, auto, farm and ranch. Kellogg Ewing Levitt can also provide you with professional and general liability bonds. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, going the extra mile for their clients, and they can do the same thing for you. Call Kellogg Ewing Levitt today to receive a no-obligation quote on your insurance needs. 522-4840. That's 522-4840. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, with offices located at 119 North 3rd Street here in Sterling.
Playing sports our day-to-day life, we're not all prepared. That's why we have to
Get your DVD copies of the Adventure Theme live online at BigTimeSmallTown.com. Hi, I'm Ben Leica, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. Very glad you're enjoying the broadcast we're bringing to you live online. Don't forget you can have this broadcast whenever and wherever you want with the purchase of the DVD from Big Time Small Town Media. Go to www.BigTimeSmallTown.com. There you can check out all the games that we've got from any past tournaments. We've been doing this for just more than a year, and Big Time Small Town Media is proud to be more than sports. We're community. You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, there is no purchase as is. Every vehicle on the lot comes with a complete warranty. For your convenience of shopping, Erdl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
Americans love numbers and iPhones. We all know the 7 dwarfs, 4 seasons, and 12 days of Christmas. Now, for a limited time, the Arrow is featuring countless reasons to own an iPhone. With an iPhone, you can take great photos or take a crack at Angry Birds, watch your favorite video, or use it as a watch, find an old school friend on Facebook, or simply browse the web. But what you really ought to find is your nearest Vero store, because for a limited time, you can have an iPhone for only $79.99. Before these great iPhone deals end, get into Vero. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as VW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 536 Downing with Sterling or call 522-5399.
One of the benefits of being a Premier Farm Credit borrower is having the opportunity to share in the association's profits. Since 2001, Premier has paid out over $26 million in patronage dividends. Call us if you want to be part of a local, member-owned and controlled cooperative that understands agriculture. We offer interest rates competitive in the marketplace, and our board of directors is committed to a patronage dividend program. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Big Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready to transport the job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Sterling Trailers. Call 522-2855.
Play for our daily life baseball. We're not all prepared online. That's why we have to
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source. Kellogg Ewing Levitt Insurance Group is your first and only stop for all of your insurance needs, including health, home, auto, farm and ranch. Kellogg Ewing Levitt can also provide you with professional and general liability bonds. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, going the extra mile for their clients, and they can do the same thing for you. Call Kellogg Ewing Levitt today to receive a no-obligation quote on your insurance needs. 522-4840. That's 522-4840. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, with offices located at 119 North 3rd Street here in Sterling.
Play for our daily life baseball. We're not all prepared online. That's why we have to
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as VW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
With the little kids back out there, the 3rd and 4th graders and 5th and 6th graders having a ball out there playing in front of the hometown crowd. Their Halftime Report brought to you by Pete's Farmers Cooperative, your one-stop shop for pet food, tires, and oil service, 24-hour fuel whenever you travel through Pete's. And don't forget, it is corn harvest season. The Pete's Farmers Co-op can help you with all of your corn harvest needs, storage, and anything you may need. Give them a call and go visit your Pete's Farmers Cooperative right there in Pete's. Sterling Tigers and the 4 Lupton Blue Devils in the locker rooms getting prepared for the second half as they come out. The Blue Devils will be on top 14-6 as the Sterling Tigers just did not play inspired in the first half. Shot themselves in the foot more than a couple times.
We offer interest rates competitive in the marketplace, and our board of directors is committed to a patronage
that you just haven't seen from the Tigers the
Premier
last
Farm
couple
Credit,
weeks. So we'll see if they get those corrected at halftime. Here's what I'm predicting is going to happen, and it may not, but
those used car dealers.
I'm predicting you may see a steady dose of Cody Leachman here in the second half, at least to start off for the Tigers, get their offense back on a roll. And once the Fort Lupton Blue Devils are more inclined to be playing for that run, you can play off the play-action pass and get some of those receivers open downfield. He had early some time to throw and had some open receivers to Diaz, but as the half wore on, they were getting more pressure on Brendan Diaz, and they were covering closer on the receivers. And the Tigers with 2 offensive pass interference calls here in the first half. Big calls as well. As the Fort Lupton Blue Devils come out of the halftime, the things that they're going to be looking at is, one, they're going to have to find a way to get the speedsters that they have in the backfield on the outside, getting out to the outside corners and getting around the corner, because they're not going to make it up the middle. The Tigers just too big on the inside with Bacon, McNear, and Cook. It's just not going to be an easy haul to go through the middle. They're going to have to see if they can get the corner. They do have the speedsters to do that. And Merritt has been on target with his throwing tonight fairly well. So you're going to see them coming out probably in the throwing mode maybe as well. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to pay a few bills, and we'll be back for the second half. The Sterling Tigers 6, the Fort Lupton Blue Devils 14. An 8-point deficit for the Tigers here at Tiger Field in Sterling. And a quick update from the homecoming festivities in Caliche. The Merino Rams 14, the Caliche Buffaloes 12 at halftime. What a hard-fought battle that is out there. And that is a couple of rivalries. I got to tell you, that's a big rivalry, the Merino-Caliche game. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. We'll have the second half and bring it to you. Hopefully we've got some things fixed on our streaming, and so Chassa.tv and Colorado.tv or ColoradoPreps.tv will be able to get the streaming. We will be back after this. You're listening to 1230 KSTC, the home of Tiger football.
Big Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready to transport the job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Sterling Trailers. Call 522-2855.
Here's a simple math problem. What's 1 plus 1? 2, you say? Not according to Colorado. Here, 1 plus 1 is 3. Because our personal free checking and personal free collections give you twice as much free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank access, free PIN pay, no service fees, and more. And when you add on, you get a free savings account, purchase credit mortgage, and more. So you're in for free. Try today to open a new account by visiting bankofcolorado.com, where 1 plus 1 equals free.
Hi, I'm Ben Blecka, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. The broadcast you're seeing today is a production of Big Time Small Town Media. Just 1 year ago, a group of Northeast Colorado sports broadcasters started something we hoped would bring extra joy to the athletes participating in the games we were already covering on radio. It has turned into a service we provide for not only Northeast Colorado athletes, but athletes statewide, region-wide, and internationally who request our services. We do straight-to-DVD production in addition to live internet productions of any event who wants Big Time Small Town Media to be a part of their community, because Big Time Small Town Media is more than just sports. It's community. Are you interested in the services Big Time Small Town Media can provide your upcoming event? I encourage you to contact me at ben@bigtimesmalltown.com. You can see some of the many events we've done in the past year at ihi.com/bigtimesmalltown. And I encourage you, think about Big Time Small Town Media being a part of your community with whatever upcoming events you've got. You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, every vehicle is fully inspected before it goes out on the lot, so you don't have to worry about buying that lemon. For your convenience of shopping, Ertl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
Everybody knows that when a great opportunity like an iPhone presents itself, you grab it. Somebody says that he got tickets to the big game, can't go, you grab the tickets. Somebody tells you that you can get an iPhone at a special price, you grab it. And it's true. For a limited time, Vero has iPhones for only $79.99. And we'll even pay your early termination fees up to $200 when you switch to Vero. All that and coverage you can count on. So hurry into Vero today. Your iPhone is here. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Whether you need an operating loan, real estate mortgage, equipment loan, or need capital for expansion, Premier Farm Credit has the loan products to meet your agricultural financing needs. Loan decisions are made locally by experienced professional lenders who understand agriculture. We invite you to compare your loan to a Premier Farm Credit loan. We're confident that you'll find our products, price, and value to be the best in the marketplace. Call me, Ryan Rasmussen, at 522-2330 for all your ag financing needs. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Kellogg Ewing.
Welcome back to Tiger Field as we get ready for the second half kickoff. The Tigers will receive both kickoffs that Fort Lupton has had tonight were onside kicks. They got one. The second one was not successful. The first one was a side kick to an open part of the field, and they had a speedster down the sideline get to it. The second one was the traditional attempt to kick the high bouncer, and a missed kick did not get it 10 yards, so the Tigers took over. So I'm not sure whether you'll see... You got Canchola and Graves to return for the Tigers. We don't know who the kick is. McPeak is there, and we just don't know who kicks it. McPeak will kick. He'll go to the sideline again. The same play before, and the Tigers going to fall on it. Actually, the ball going to go out of bounds. And the Tigers were not fooled that time. So coming out of the huddle, the Tigers will have 1st and 10, the ball on the 35-yard line. Connor Carey split to the near side, 2 to the far side. As the Tigers start the second half, the handoff to Cody Leachman. Cody going to keep his legs churning, going to pick up a couple. Nice stop on the inside. They got his legs wrapped up. Going to give him only one. That'll... Zach Moore in on the tackle for the Blue Devils, going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to the line of scrimmage, Carey to the near side, Weingart to the far side. The option going to come to the near side to Connor Carey. To Cody Leachman. Breaks the tackle, goes back into the grain, and going to pick up a 1st down. Going to pick up 10, needed 9, and so a 1st and 10 Tigers. The ball going to be placed on the 46-yard line. A 1st and 10 Tigers have the ball on their 46. Carey to the near side. Rose and Weingart to the far side. Handoff again, and immediately, as soon as he got the ball, there were white shirts everywhere. Going to be a loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. I tell you, when he got the handoff, the entire defensive line was in on the tackle. Weingart going to split to the far side. Carey and Jackson to the near side from the pistol offense. Jackson going to go in motion. The end around to Jackson, and he's going to get stopped deep in the backfield. A loss of about 8 or 9 as the Fort Lupton Blue Devils knew that was coming. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 19. The ball all the way back to the Sterling 38-yard line. The Tiger offense going great in the first part of this series. Got the first down and then now have gone in the wrong direction. 3 plays in a row. Brings up a 3rd and long. Diaz going to roll to the near side. Throws it over Rose's head. That'll bring up a 4th and about 18-19, and the punt team on for the Tigers. So a great defensive stand by the Fort Lupton Blue Devils after giving up that initial first down to the Tigers. Sterling in their script needed to come down and score and get this thing closer, tied up early here in the 3rd. So with 9:45, the Tigers going to be punting away here in the 3rd quarter, trailing by 8. Connor Carey to punt for the Tigers. The snap bobbled back, and the punt away going to be fielded at about the 32-yard line, coming back to the near side, picking up a few blockers, and then the Tigers come in, and a big open field tackle. I'll see who that is. I've got him pictured. That was Rose. Rose with a big tackle finished off by Stutzman. And the Fort Lupton Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line. With 9:31 left here in the half, they're up by 8. They'll come out with 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, with Merritt in the shotgun. He'll hand off to the far side to Fern. Got that corner, like I said, got to get that. They've got to get those speedsters around the corner. Pickup of 6 on first down, going to bring up a 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 for the Blue Devils. The ball on the 44-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side this time. Merritt going to hand off again. No, keeps it himself. He's going to pick up a couple. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2. And a flag thrown in from the side judge. There was something after the play. I'm not sure whether Sterling's going to get a personal foul against them or whether the personal foul is going to go against, because it was after the play that the yellow came in. Dead ball, personal foul against the Tigers. So that'll be an automatic first down, 15 yards into Tiger territory. They are going to set the ball at just inside the 40, I believe. Yes, the 39-yard line. Personal foul against the Tigers. I don't know who it was. So Fort Lupton in business. They're up by 8. And on their first possession of the 3rd quarter, the Tigers helping them out. They're inside the Tiger 30 at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Merritt going to hand off to Fern going around the far side. Fern going to pick up 5 or 6 before he's dumped hard on the far side. See where they mark it. Give him almost right at 5 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Blue Devils. Coming out, a flag or just a whistle blowing. Trying to see what they have there. The white, it's just the umpire. Oh, they have an equipment problem. Kyle Weingart going to have to come out of the game. something with his helmet, I think. That'll have to change the Tiger defense up as Graves comes in as a safety. 2nd and 5 for the Blue Devils. Merritt going to take it, drop back, and throw to the far sideline, picking up the first down and more. On the far sideline, have to see who made that catch. He's going to pick up about 18 yards. Going to get all the way down to the Jalen Vasquez with a catch down to the 21-yard line for the Blue Devils at the Tiger 21. So the Sterling Tigers going to have to dig down deep here, as they're going to go down 2 scores here if they're not careful, to a team that doesn't have a conference win. Ball handed off to the far side. It's Fern again, going to pick up that same play, going to pick up about 5 or 6 again off the left end. Ethan Rose coming in for the tackle from the secondary. That's going to give him a 2nd and a long 4. The ball placed on the 16-yard line. Merritt brings him out with 2 receivers to the near side. He's going to throw. Nope, a flag flies. Illegal procedure, I believe, against the Blue Devils as they shoot themselves in the foot. That'll back them up 5 and give them basically a 3rd and 9. I'm sorry, a 2nd and 9. It was 2nd down. 2nd and 9. The ball out to the 21-yard line. Back to throw is Merritt. He's going to come to the near side, getting chased, throws across the middle. Touchdown! Wide open on the deep end. A 21-yard touchdown pass. And the Tigers find themselves down 2 scores as 7:02 on the clock. A 21-yard touchdown pass from Merritt. And the kick up and good by Saucedo, and the Fort Lupton Blue Devils are up 21-6 with 7:02 left here in the 3rd quarter. And the Tiger defense just not playing as good as they have in the last couple weeks. Not sure what's going on. And the offense sputtering as well. So the Tigers going to have to come up with something special here for the remainder of this game to pull this out, as they are down 2 scores now. You don't know on this kick. Every time they've lined up with this kicker, McPeak has kicked the ball. Although they have the other kicker standing there. Which is Jacob Ornelas. This one kicked down the middle, bobbled at first, then picked up by Conchola. And a good job on the coverage by the Blue Devils, going to keep the Tigers pinned back close to their 20-yard line, about the 22-yard line. And the faithful that drove down from Fort Lupton having a party on the far side in the stands, they are up 21-6 in the 3rd quarter. So the long drive from Fort Lupton out here, I heard some complaints about it as I was walking around. It was a long drive out here. They are enjoying it right now as they lead the Sterling Tigers, who are 3-3 on the year and 2-2 in conference. And Fort Lupton trying to pick up their 2nd win of the season. Diaz going to throw on 1st down, comes to the near side, and nobody home. Not sure what the pass play was. The pass, I think, was headed to Stutzman, but wasn't even close. Ball falls to the turf. Will bring up a 2nd and 10, a miscommunication somewhere for the Tigers. Stutzman, Jackson, and Connor Carey all to the near side. Going to throw again. Tipped, and the ball falls to the ground. Tipped on the inside. That was tipped by number 60. That is Jacob Ornelas. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Tigers going to come out in a spread formation, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side, with Leachman in the backfield. And Diaz in that pistol. Going to take it and drop back. He's going to throw down the middle. The throw going to be knocked down, almost intercepted. As Weingart was coming across the middle, was knocked down and almost intercepted. So instead of trying the running game, 3 passes in a row and a 3 and out. And so the Tigers, after giving up the touchdown, do not answer, and they will have to punt the ball away. Good snap this time, the punt away. Going to be a short punt. Bounces at about the 38, comes back, and the Tigers fall on it. And Fort Lupton will be back in business with the ball on the 32-yard line. 36-yard line, 36-yard line for the Blue Devils. Starting deep in Tiger territory, already up 21-6. Blue Devils come out with 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hand off to Fern. He goes back up the middle, going to pick up a couple before the Tigers pull him down. Going to give him just 1, basically. The ball sitting on the 35-yard line, 2nd and 9. 3 receivers to the far side this time, 1 to the near side, shotgun with Fern in the backfield with Merritt. Merritt going to hand off, no, fakes it. Going to throw it deep down the sidelines. Tigers have it defended. Is it going to be intercepted? It is. The interception going to be pulled down at about the 2-yard line. I'm not sure who that was. That was Weingart. Kyle Weingart at about the, it's hard to tell from here, 4 or 5-yard line, comes up with the interception. Big defensive play for the Sterling Tigers. They'll start off 1st and 10 at about their own 4-yard line. A big stop. Let's see if they can do something about it. Into the game for the Tigers, Matthew Wheeler, a freshman. He split to the far side. Connor Carey to the near side, handoff inside, and picking up decent yardage on first down is Cody Leachman coming off the near side, the left side of the line. Going to pick up 5, will bring up a 2nd and 5 with the ball on the 8-yard line. No huddle for the Tigers. Stutzman in the slot. Connor Carey as a wide receiver to the near side. Now Jackson going to come to the near side and Stutzman go to the far side in the slot. Diaz calling signals. Going to run the option, keeps it himself, comes back to the near side, going to pick up the first down and more. Going to pick up about 10 yards. A first down by the Sterling Tigers, and the Sterling Tigers starting to show some life on offense. Ball all the way out to the 18-yard line. First and 10, the clock ticking with 4:24 left in the third quarter. Sterling going to have to get some stops and get some scores here to get back into this. The pistol formation in Rose in the slot, going to now go in motion. The option run to the near side. Diaz going to keep it himself. Going to pick up 2 or 3. Going to give him 2. Bring up a 2nd and 8. The ball sitting on between the 20 and 21 yard line. Tigers out, spread formation. 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Handoff going to go, and the pass going to be thrown downfield. He has a man open, and quickly recovering and knocking it away. Great recovery. Ethan Rose was open. They handed off. They handed off on an end around and then let Connor Carey throw it. It just hung up too long as Rose was open. And the defensive back able to recover and knock it away. For Fort Lupton, that was Juan Vargas. Tigers going to throw on 3rd and 8, going down the far sideline, and picked off as he threw it right to Vargas. Vargas has the ball and twisting and still going to the far sideline and finally knocked down at about the 40-yard line as Diaz threw it right into the hands of Vargas. Not sure whether the receiver was supposed to run a different route or whether Diaz just threw it in the wrong direction. So the Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 on the Tiger 39-yard line with 3:13 left in the third, and Fort Lupton up 21-6. And that look at the scoreboard brought to you by your Aflac representatives, Bob Mullender and Daryl McCormick. Get to know Quack about Aflac, 522-2309. Not sure where the duck is. Run by Fern to the far sideline, and a flag going to be thrown on the far sideline. Going to pick up close 4 to 5 on the far sideline. The referee going to give us an initial signal here, a dead ball personal foul against the Tigers. Oh my. That'll move them 15 yards closer to the goal line from the 35-yard line. Going to take them down to the 20 here, or very close to it. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, and the Blue Devils back in business. The Sterling Tigers just shooting themselves in the foot tonight. Offensive pass interference calls, a couple of dead ball personal foul calls. Just mentally tonight, the Sterling Tigers coming unraveled. 1st and 10 at the 20. Merritt in the shotgun, trip receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. A timeout called by Fort Lupton as the back judge was in his count. Almost a delay of game call against Fort Lupton. Got the timeout in time. So with 3:08 left here in the third quarter, the timeout, and the Tigers trailing by 15. This third quarter also brought to you by the Pete's Farmers Co-op, your one-stop shop for feed and delivery. Pete's Farmers Cooperative, extremely proud of the new corn facility in Iliff, serving all of northeast Colorado. Out of the timeout, the Sterling Tigers defense needing to come up big again. They got the interception the last time. One receiver split, Vargas to the far side, 3 to the near side, as Merritt going to take the snap in the shotgun. He backs up. He turns. He's going to throw a screen pass to the far side to Fern. Fern has the corner, has the touchdown. As from the 20-yard line, the throw a screen pass to the far sideline and a touchdown pass, 20 yards for Merritt to Fern. And with 2:58 left here in the third quarter, the Sterling Tigers find themselves down 27-6, and the tee is in. Saucedo has made 3 extra points. Can he make it 4? The hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Saucedo, good again. So Fort Lupton, with 2 touchdowns in the third quarter, have increased their lead to 22, as they lead 28-6 with just under 3 minutes left. Has the 20-yard pass to Fern. Puts Fort Lupton up 28-6. And the kickoff we've seen interesting all night from Fort Lupton. We'll see what they have up their sleeve now. Now Sterling has dug themselves a huge hole with less than 3 minutes left, down by 22. They have got to find some inspiration somewhere. Kick going to go to the far line. Going to be picked up by the Tigers at about the 15, back to the 20, and slipping down at the 25. A Conchola with the return, about a 15-yard return. So 1st and 10 for the Sterling Tigers. They'll take over at their own 25-yard line. Needing to find something that they can hang their hat on here on offense, that they can move this down the field. Diaz has been limping a lot of the night. Not sure whether he hurt a knee or what he's got hurt, but he's been limping in that backfield. Jackson going to come in motion to the near side, and flag's going to fly. Have a feeling it was somebody on Fort Lupton. Nope, it was on Sterling. Somebody moved. A 5-yard procedure penalty. The Tigers once again with a mental error. And bring up a 1st and 15 now. The ball sitting on the 20-yard line. 2 to the far side. Connor Carey to the near side. Jackson coming back in motion. Quick throw. And the slant going to be caught by Weingart. He's going to pick up the first down. As a nice pitch and catch to Weingart on the quick slant. And the Tigers move the change just outside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, pick up a 15. Carey going to come to the near side. Jackson and Weingart to the far side. Jackson back in motion into the field. And the option going to be coming to the near side. Diaz going to keep it himself, going to fall forward for about 3. Give him 3, going to bring a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 38.5-yard line. No huddle for the Sterling Tigers. Handoff going to come up the middle to Cody Leachman. Got a hole. Got a big hole. He's going to pick up 15, 20. Keeps running, runs over a defensive back. Going to pick up about 25. The move the sticks. Cody Leachman with a big run as he goes all the way to the 36-yard line. A no-huddle offense for the Tigers again, and the ball sitting on the Fort Lupton 36. Weingart to the far side. Going to hand it to Cody again. Nope. Diaz going to keep it around the left end and go out of bounds. Going to be a pickup of a couple. Stop the clock with 1:53 left here in the third. Matt Garza pushed him out of bounds. Connor Carey comes back to the near side. Rose and Weingart split to the far side. Leachman behind Diaz. 1:53 left on the clock, 2nd and 8. Diaz retreats, throws to the near side, and immediately brought down as they tried to throw to the wing or to the slot receiver, Stutzman, and read perfectly by Matt Garcia, who makes the tackle. A loss of 3 on the play, going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Checking to get the call with 1:25 on the clock and the clock running. Diaz comes set behind center now, going to go back and retreat. Going to throw down the far sideline, caught, going to be a gain of about 3 or 4. Ethan Rose on the far sideline does not get out of bounds. The clock will continue to wind. 1:05 on the clock here in the third. Tigers trailing by 22. Tigers back to the line with 2 receivers to the far side. Connor Carey to the near side. Now coming reset across the formation will be Rose. Trips on the near side now. Tigers going to take it. He's going to throw. Diaz going to throw deep. It's a floater. It's up for grabs. Tipped around, and the ball going to fall incomplete. As Diaz just threw a floater, it came out of his hand and just slipped out at about the 6-yard line, a jump ball. And so a first down for the Blue Devils as the Tigers do not get the pass completed. And a drive squandered as it comes up short and stalls at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Devils with 27 seconds left here in the quarter. Fort Lupton with 2 touchdowns here in the third quarter have really distanced themselves. Handoff to Fern off the far side. A timeout called by Sterling prior to the snap. I'm not sure whether they're going to put any time back on the clock or not, but a timeout called by the Tigers with 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Don't forget you can order DVDs of tonight's coverage anytime you want to go on www.bigtimesmalltown.com. The Big Time Small Town Media is a group of local broadcasters proud to bring you the big time to the small town. Tigers out of the timeout with Fort Lupton at a 1st and 10 on their 33. Skurjanik playing outside here as a cornerback on the near side. Weingart a cornerback on the far side with Rose as a safety along with Connor Carey. Fort Lupton back to the line, 2 receivers to the far side. They're going to hand off to Fern up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up by Lyle Cook. Also on the tackle, Gillen. 2nd down and about 7. The clock ticking to 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's your third quarter. The Sterling Tigers trailing 28-6. We'll be back for the fourth quarter with the Blue Devils and the Tigers on Chassa.tv, CommodorePreps.tv, YouTube.com, and listing on 1230 KSTC. I'm Michael Murphy, and it's Sterling Tiger football and Fort Lupton football.
Levitt Insurance Group is your first and only stop for all of your insurance needs, including health, home, auto, farm and ranch. Kellogg Ewing Levitt can also provide you with professional and general liability bonds. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, going the extra mile for their clients, and they can do the same thing for you. Call Kellogg Ewing Levitt today to receive a no-obligation quote on your insurance needs. 522-4840. That's 522-4840. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, with offices located at 119 North 3rd Street here in Sterling. Kellogg Ewing Levitt Insurance Group is your first and only stop for all of your insurance needs, including health, home, auto, Farm and Ranch. Kellogg Ewing Levitt can also provide you with professional and general liability bonds. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, going the extra mile for their clients, and they can do the same thing for you. Call Kellogg Ewing Levitt today to receive a no-obligation quote on your insurance needs. 522-4840. That's 522-4840. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, with offices located at 119 North 3rd Street here in Sterling.
These days, there's no free lunch, no free ride, not even any free time here in Bank of Colorado.
Fort Lupton going to start the fourth quarter with a run up the middle. The Tigers going to give up a couple yards. It'll bring up a third, maybe one. They're going to give him one, so 3rd and 5 for the Blue Devils. Fern running it back up the middle, the Sterling interior line with the tackle, Bacon, McNear, and Coke. Tigers going to have to find some quick stops and quick scores to even try to crawl back into the game here at 28-6. Fort Lupton lead. Throw by Merritt going to go to the far sideline. The catch made. Is he going to get to the sticks? Yes, he is, and then some. A first down, nice yards after catch. Yak, if you know what that means. Yards after catch on the far sideline. The tackle on the far sideline, or the catch on the far sideline, Marcus Lennox picking up the first down. So Merritt will have a new set of downs with 11:14 left here in the fourth. Merritt going to hand off to Fern around the right side, going to pick up 6 or 7. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be a 2nd and 3, 7 yards on first down for Fern. Ball sitting on the Tiger 46-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. The handoff again to Fern on the inside. No, it's going to be kept by Merritt. Nice fake. He's going to pick up the first down and more. Going to pick up about 16. From the 46, almost got to 30, give him 15 as the ball going to be on the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Blue Devils, as they're moving the ball kind of at will on this Sterling defense tonight. Two to the near side with a slot receiver on the near side and 1 wide receiver to the far slot on the far side. This time a handoff to Fern. Nice spin move in the hole to get out of a tackle in the backfield. Going to pick up 2 or 3. Let's see where they spot it. Jordan Jackson in on the tackle for the Tigers. Give him 3. And a 2nd and 7. Long 7, short 8. With the tick-tock going down on the far end, down to 9:48 here in the fourth. Two receivers near side. Merritt going to hand off to Fern to the far side. Has the corner. Going to pick up big yardage. Going to pick up 8 plus about 5. Give him 13 yards. A first down. Connor Carey making the tackle. Basically moving at will right now are the Blue Devils right down the field. As the clock ticks down to 9:12. Last update we had from Caliche halftime, the Merino Rams up 14-12. Handoff to Fern up the middle again. Keeps the pile moving, breaks away, and almost gets the first down. He may be at first down yardage on first down. Weingart makes the tackle. They're going to measure. They're going to measure for the first down. That's going to be really close. They're going to say, no, he didn't quite make it. As they're going to move it back to the right hash and reset the ball. So it'll bring up a 2nd and short. As they reset the box on the far side, it'll bring up a 2nd down and about a Twinkie. About a Twinkie. In the fourth quarter, the update from Caliche, still 14-12 into the fourth quarter. A great battle out there on homecoming night at Caliche. Handoff by Merritt, comes to the near side, and then they're going to pass. It was Merritt had a nice fake, and then threw it to the far side, incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd and about a Twinkie. Now a 3rd and short, quarterback sneak. Did he make it? The Tigers with some good defense, and they're pulling him back. It's going to be close. They unpile the bodies and reset the football. And they're going to call a timeout for a measurement once again. It's that close. The ball is sitting just outside the 5-yard line, about the 6-yard line, as Fort Lupton is just eating up clock and marching down the field. A score by Caliche puts them up in the fourth, 18-14. And the first down is accomplished by the Fort Lupton Blue Devils, and it'll be 1st and goal just outside the 5-yard line. The Tigers look tired. Fort Lupton, a big physical team. They have a big front line. In motion coming to the near side. A pass going to be thrown over the middle, popped into the air, and knocked away. Weingart knocking it away, the pass intended for Fern. .7:52 here in the fourth. Tigers trailing 28-6. The Blue Devils have come into Sterling and imposed their will tonight on a Tiger team coming in on a 2-game winning streak and sitting in the middle of the conference playoff situation. This is going to hurt them tonight. Handoff to Fern. He wiggles his way around, keeps his legs churning, and a touchdown. A 6-yard run. So with 7:46 here in the fourth, Fort Lupton, the Tigers scored first with 5:55 in the first. Since then, 5 touchdowns, 35 unanswered points by the Fort Lupton Blue Devils. A 6-yard run here by Fern. And Saucedo, they're going to have to fire and try a 2-point conversion. The throw, good. Are you kidding me? There's a flag on the play, though. The snap came back and got away. The holder picked it up, threw it, and caught in the end zone by Moore. Now we're talking about the flag on the far sideline. Lennox is out there trying to figure out what is going on, whether they're going to have to re-kick or what they're doing here. So the foul was against the Tigers. Offsetting penalties. I guess they're going to have a foul against both squads, offsetting penalties, and they'll have to re-kick is my understanding. So I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, that'll be... So the point will not be good, so 34-6. So 34 unanswered points for the Fort Lupton Blue Devils, and the Tigers, with 7:46 left, would take a minor miracle to come back in this. Just got an update from Caliche that the Buffs had scored and went ahead 18-14 out there. Skurjanik back along with Graves. And we get back to the Fort Lupton interesting kickoff. Where will it go this time? Kick going to go to the far sideline. Going to be picked up by Graves. He's going to come to the near sideline, avoids a tackler, gets a hole, and comes back out to the middle and is pulled down at about the 36, 37-yard line. They'll see where they spotted a nice return by Graves. They're going to spot it at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers, with 7:35 left here in the fourth quarter. Two to the near side, two to the far side. Diaz behind center in the pistol. Going to keep it himself and go forward. Going to fall forward for a couple. Going to give him 3. Going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for Sterling. Diaz going to take it himself again. Going to go off left guard and going to get the first down. A helmet on the ground. One of the Fort Lupton defensive players lost his helmet. Garcia with the tackle. First down Sterling. They move the ball across midfield to the 49-yard line of Fort Lupton. Jackson and Weingart split to the near side. Connor Carey to the far side. Diaz going to throw, comes near side to Weingart. A little bubble screen, going to get by the first wave, going to get it close to first down yardage as they're going to stop the clock. McPeak on the tackle. First down for Sterling. Ball all the way down to the 37-yard line, and the Tigers making a move here. Tigers going to take the snap. Diaz going to throw far side. Connor Carey makes a move to the outside and slips a tackle. Going to pick up close to the first down. Going to be just short. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Moore with the tackle for the Blue Devils. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1. The ball inside the 30-yard line at the 38.5 or the 28.5 yard line. Option going to go to the near side. Cody Leachman going to be hit, but gets through the tackle, fights through another one, and goes forward. Going to have first down yardage. Going to pick up 5. And a first down. The ball sitting right on the 25-yard line. The clock down to 5:55. Diaz takes it himself, going to go up the middle, gets caught from behind. They're going to bring him up. Let's see where they spot it. Going to give him a gain of about a half a yard. So just inside the 25-yard line, brings up a 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. Weingart to the near side. Jackson and Connor Carey split to the far side, with Cody Leachman standing behind Diaz. Option run to the near side. Diaz going to keep it himself, cuts back across the grain, has a chance at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, into the end zone. A touchdown run by Brendan Diaz as he goes from the 25-yard line, a 25-yard run, and the Tigers have scored with 5:11 left here in the fourth quarter. It's the first time the Sterling Tigers have found pay dirt since 5:55 in the first. They're going to go for 2, 3 receivers to the far side. Now splitting out to the near side, Isker Janik. Nobody in the backfield but Diaz. Diaz fumbles the snap, going to pick it up. Now it has the whole white jerseys, almost all 11 on him. And so the 2-point attempt fails. So 34-12. Tigers back to within 22. And Truett Parrish into kickoff duties for the Tigers. 5:11 left here in the fourth. Truett's going to step back and get ready for the kick. Wouldn't be surprised to see an onside kick here. Some type. About the only way the Tigers could get the ball back quickly. Parrish going to go far side. Bounces up. They have a chance. Tigers the ball on there. It's on the ground. Everybody falling. Where is it going? Picked up on the ground by the Fort Lupton Blue Devils on the bottom of the pile. Nice job by the Tigers on the kick, and whoever recovered it on the bottom is hurt. He is laying there on the ground. Dr. Bacon out from the Tigers sideline. Trying to find out what is going on the far sideline. With the injury timeout, let's talk about 104.7 King FM, the Saturday morning sports show tomorrow. Don't want to forget Marla from the training room. Going to be talking about sports injuries, talking about how to prevent them and how to rehab them if they happen. Marla in the morning on 104.7 King FM, our sister station, with the Saturday morning sports show with Ben Blecka and Ken McDowell tomorrow morning. Don't forget, I will be on the road tomorrow in Burlington on 1230 KSTC. The Sterling Lady Tigers will play at 12 o'clock tomorrow as they take on Ray in the first round of the district playoffs. If they win tomorrow against Ray, they are in the state tournament. They would then turn around and play the winner of Burlington, and I forget who that is, but Burlington is 18-0 on the season. Got to think that Burlington probably going to win that matchup, and the Tigers be playing Burlington at 2 o'clock. Or 2:15, and so a big game, a couple of big games for the Sterling Lady Tigers tomorrow. Fort Lupton going to have the ball starting here, 1st and 10, as the injured player Lennox was able to walk off on his own power. The ball at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5:09, the clock running. On the snap. Handoff to Fern going to the far side. He's going to pick up 8 or 9 on just a simple run around the right side. Clock under 5 minutes now for the Sterling Tigers as it's 34-12. Fort Lupton going to work the clock here. Staying in the huddle. Then we'll come out. They may get a delay here. It's taking longer than it should. There goes the count. And too late as the flag is thrown. Timeout was not called in time. A delay of game going to back up the Blue Devils 5 yards and bring up a 2nd and 7. Clock stopped at 4:22. Second and 7. Ball going to go to the handoff on the far side to Fern. Nope. He was going to keep it himself, and the Tigers smother him in the backfield. Merritt was going to keep it himself. Going to be a loss of about 4 or 5. Make it 6. Going to bring up a 3rd and 13. But the clock continues to run now under 4 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Receiver to the near side, one to the far side as they wait. Now the clock down to 3:38. The handoff comes to the near side to Fern this time. He cuts back up the middle, makes some good yardage. Will not get to the first down stakes. Going to be short, going to be a 4th and 5. McNear on the tackle for the Sterling Tigers. The punt team coming on. By the time this play happens, it'll be at the 3-minute mark. James Skurjanik going to come out. The snap, did it get off in time? Yes, a timeout going to be called just in the nick of time by the Fort Lupton Blue Devils. Almost got a delay of game. So they'll be out to punt after the timeout. Post-game coming up here, and that'll be brought to you by Nelson Financial. You want to plan for your retirement, give Joel a call, as we'll name a shining performance and reliable player. Pete's Farmers Cooperative up in Pete's wants to remind everybody during corn harvest here that they can help them out. They have a new facility there in Iliff. Get in touch with the Pete's Farmers Cooperative right there in Pete's. Sterling Tigers coming out of the timeout. James Skurjanik going deep to try and return this punt with 2:53 on the clock. Fort Lupton does not show punt, but they have done this twice or 3 times tonight where they've shifted into punt formation. And that's what they do here. Now in motion to the far side is Fern. The punt going to go to that side. And going to be downed at the 34-yard line. Sterling will take over 1st and 10 with 2:45 left here in the game. Tigers trailing by 22. .247 left in the game out at Caliche. Still 18-14. Caliche on top by 4. The Merino Rams battling tough on Caliche turf for homecoming. The Buffs undefeated going into last week when they faced a tough Akron squad that had a great game on their homecoming at home and beat Caliche, now 5-1. And Merino trying to go in on homecoming and steal a road win, down by 4. Handoff going to come to the near side. Carey would look like he was thinking about throwing, but not enough time as the white shirts just coming in. Now a penalty flag going to be thrown. Riley Johnson in on the tackle, but we have a flag right at the spot of the tackle. A personal foul, face mask called against the Blue Devils. So that'll move the ball 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So that's going to be a first down 6-yard line. Clock down to 2:38. It will wind. And there it winds, 2:35. The snap, Diaz handoff to Leachman. He goes up the middle. Cody going to pick up about 4 or 5 on first down. They'll mark it at the 50-yard line. Going to be a 2nd and 6 for the Sterling Tigers. Leachman limping as he comes out of the game. Three receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Diaz bobbles the snap, but is going to throw and throws deep. Has a man open, and it goes right through the hands of Rose. Wide open at the 15-yard line. He had 3 or 4 steps. And Ethan Rose just unable to pull it in. He was trying to run for the end zone before he gathered the ball in. And it hits him in the 2 and falls to the grass. 1:49 left. Tigers with a 3rd and 6. Weingart and Jackson to the near side. Snap and a quarterback draw up the middle. First down yardage for Diaz. The clock will stop temporarily as they reset the chains. And an injury on Fort Lupton, a Fort Lupton player down at the 42-yard line, about where they're going to spot the ball. 42, 43-yard line. Again, Doc Bacon out along with the training staff from Fort Lupton. The head coach coming out from the far side for Fort Lupton. Well, the Tigers came out and scored first tonight and looked like they were going to be on top of their game. And then the wheels kind of fell off the wagon. And 34 unanswered points put the Blue Devils up 34-6. The Tigers have put on a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. And limping off the injured player for Fort Lupton. Trying to get a number, now have it. Number 53 for Fort Lupton was the injured player. If I can find it here. Okay, that's good because I don't have a 53 on the roster. Pass going to come to the near side, and diving forward was Weingart. He's going to be pulled down at about the 35, 36-yard line. The clock continues to tick, 1:26 left in the game. Back to the line, the Tigers no-huddle offense. Diaz going to take the snap quickly. Looks to the deep end, throws it, and catching it is Connor Carey. He's going to break away and then caught from behind at about the 13-yard line, a first down for the Tigers. Again, the chains will move and the clock will stop while the chains move. 1:06 on the clock. As soon as the chains are set, they'll run it. And it is start. They're going to run it up the middle. And at quarterback right now is number 6, Diaz, is out. That was Whitehead, Tristan Whitehead, running the ball. He's in at the back with Diaz. Diaz has the quarterback position now. Nope, it's Conchola, and the pass goes far side from Whitehead, knocked away.
24-18, 2 quarters ago, Buffs.
Buffs put on another score and go up 24-18 with just over 2 minutes left in the game. So a couple of touchdowns by the Buffs in the fourth quarter have put them on top on homecoming night out at Caliche. 31 seconds on the clock. The Tiger football setting just inside the 10-yard line with Whitehead running the offense and Conchola in the backfield. Handoff going to be on the end around, cutting up on the outside. Did he get to the end zone? He did. Touchdown, Tigers. Ethan Rose on the end around. With 24 seconds left, the Tigers put a score on the board, make it look a little more respectable. Rose on a 6-yard run. And the Tigers going to go for 2 here, trailing 34-18. Diaz going to come in motion and set to the near side. And flag's going to fly, not sure what happened there. Somebody moved a legal procedure on the Tigers. So they'll huddle up again, loss of 5. The extra point going to come from the 8-yard line now. Weingart going to split to the near side. 3 receivers splitting to the far side. Connor Carey going to run the offense. He gets the snap, going to come to the near side, going to be caught from behind. Nope, he gets away. Goes towards the end zone. Did he get in? No, just short. So the score remains 34-18 with 24 seconds left. The Tigers will kick off. And it looks like the JV kickoff team out there. With 24 ticks left on the clock, the JV kickoff team out there for the Tigers. Parrish out there. He's going to kick the onside kick down the middle, going to be recovered by Fort Lupton. So the Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 on the Blue Devil 47-yard line, leading by 16, and they'll have the ball 1st and 10 with 24 seconds left on the clock. The JV squad for the Tigers out on defense. At least some of them anyway. Blue Devils come out of the timeout, or out of the huddle after the kick. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Merritt still in the shotgun. Going to take it and hand off up the middle Tigers going to make the stop at just past the midfield mark. Give him a gain of about 4. The clock ticking down to 13. They will not have to run another play. As the Fort Lupton Blue Devils come into Tiger Field and get a road win 34-12 and get their first conference win of the season. As the Tigers going to fall 34-12. We'll be back to talk about this game right after this. You're on Chassa.tv, ColoradoPreps.tv, YouTube.com, and listening on 1230 KSTC. It's a big time small town production.